So I suppose there's a chance that there's people who want to see what it looks like to be at the wheel of a lorry and how it might be different from being in a car. So I thought I'd send a little video, shoot a little video, show people, yeah, what differences there might be, what you might expect to see in a truck. So first of all, you've got lots of mirrors. So you'll see over there, there's a mirror for pointing down to see if anybody's standing by that door. There's the blind spot mirror and the normal rear view mirror. Okay, this mirror is to show what's in front of the truck there. Obviously what you don't have is a rear view mirror because there's no back window. What else have we got which is different? Up here we've got a height indicator, this here, which tells me my trailer is 14 foot and 6 inches. This is alterable, that you can, they've got little numbers there and you can change that because of course not all trailers are the same height. There's a little sign saying don't smoke. What we got the, this is for interior lighting. This is a tachograph. This tells the law what I've been doing. I'm on rest at the moment. There's a little thing which looks like a bed, it means I'm on rest. The CD player, never use that. Right, here is something called a microlice. This is kind of the work computer. This shows me what jobs I have, so I can use this not whilst I'm driving. I've got 6 minutes left on my break. That's what that means there. I go to journeys list and it shows the journeys that I'm doing or have yet to do. So I'm on my, I've done a job which is I've delivered in Rugby. Anyway, I started in Rugby. I'm going to start again in Norwich, Beckton, East London, Witham, Essex. Never mind. This is mine. It's a bracket to hold my phone. You can't see my phone because I'm holding it in my hand. What else we got? We've got, this is surprisingly sturdy. This, somehow that Volvo have come up with this thing that is kind of for all your bits and bobs and pens and whatever. But even though it's loose, it doesn't fly around when you're driving, which is quite clever. Oh, lots of buttons down here. Right, okay, let's go through. This is collision avoidance. This is like an automatic braking system that the truck's got a radar in the front that senses when somebody stops too hard in front of you, and if the driver is being a bit dopey, it will stop for him. I'm a better driver than that. I've never needed it. This never need this as well. This is lane. Oh, over here. That's a collision avoidance. That's lane departure control. That's to bleep at me if I'm stepping out of lane on the motorway or somewhere. That's a reversing alarm. So when you ever hear trucks go beep 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 when they're reversing, that's to turn that on and off. You turn that off quite a lot of the time when you're in the motorway services at night, when other drivers are sleeping, because they don't want to hear bleep bleep bleep. This is a hill descent control, similar to what you get on 4x4s. Holds the truck as you try to pull away on a steep hill or heavy load. Never really use that. Right, that's to make the ride height level again after you've adjusted the ride height. So over here, so I get this thing. Right, this is a remote. Oh, all right. This is a remote control to adjust the air suspension. It's attached to a cable which goes down here, as you see. I can press up and down buttons, and what that does is that will lift the rear suspension on the unit. The reason you have that is for when you're dropping trailers. Not all trailers are sitting at the same height, and there are different heights when they're loaded compared to unloaded. When you pull away from a trailer after dropping it, especially when it's fully loaded, it might drop down a bit, so you're going to want to drop the suspension down. Some trailers may be set up too high as you reverse, and you don't want to smash the back lights into the legs of the trailer. You press the button to make it go up and push the fifth wheel on the trailer. I'll probably do another video on the outside of the truck to explain the fifth wheel. Okay. Back to the buttons. Right, so that's a level. That's to adjust the center axle. Okay. To press it down will drop the center axle on the floor. Okay. Pressing press that will drop the center axle on the floor. This will lift it up. If you look over here, there's a light on the dashboard saying that the center axle is up. That's because my trailer is empty. The reason the axle lifts is to spread the load across the different wheels, to stop it being illegal, and for when you're lightly loaded or unloaded, to save on fuel, because obviously you don't want a wheel spinning around on the floor when you don't need it. So that's the center lift. Again, I'll do another video walking around the outside to explain. That's traction control system like you get in a car, which is, you can switch that on and off. You might be in a situation like gravel or somewhere like that where you don't need it on. This is a traction device as well. That's to lock the rear differential in case it's muddy or icy or snowy, to give you more grip. The reason it's got this lockout here is because if you were to have that on all the time, it would break the rear axle. So most of the time that's locked off. This is one of the things I don't like. This is a handbrake. This electronic handbrake like you get in a car. I like the big ones with the psh. You can physically see that it's on. This is a bit too dainty, a little red light to tell me the handbrake's on. It's more important to get the handbrake on in a truck because it's so much heavier. You've got a slight slope. It's very easy to start rolling back downhill, and you want to know that that's on. So I don't like this silly little switch where it's not really clear that that's on. What else we got? Right, entertainment system. Camera doesn't have. Navigation doesn't have. Fleet. I think let's check the vehicle details, but it's not something I connect with. Phone, obviously for my phone, so I can connect with Bluetooth. Audio for different ways. And this is just the controls for the entertainment system. Controls for the heating, exactly like you get in the car. The only difference is this button here. This is what they call a night heater, and obviously during the night I won't have the normal heater on. That will run the battery down, so there's a diesel powered night heater which I can turn off and turn on. Okay, that's the entertainment system display. Good place for my pens. This is a display for, there you go, what the engine temperature is. The AdBlue. AdBlue is a substance that you have to top up for emissions. The emission system need this stuff called AdBlue. It's a kind of watery stuff. It's actually cow wee. For some genius worked out that if you add cow urine to fuel, it burns cleaner. I don't know why. And that's fuel. How much fuel I got left? As you see, I'm running out of AdBlue. That's a speedometer. Right, so lorry speedometers are calibrated. They're totally accurate. Car speedometers aren't calibrated. They're not completely accurate, and you can tell that when you're going for a 50-mile-an-hour limit in roadworks, especially, and all the cars are doing 48 or 47 and you want to do 50 and they get in the way. It's not a big deal, but you can tell that's a properly calibrated speedo. Over here, need to put that in the shade a bit. Right, this is a vehicle information display. You can set that up for different aspects. At the moment it's saying, oh, I've gone over the brake I need. Your fuel consumption, I can't see fuel consumption, and the consumption on the trip meter. You can adjust that through this button here. I can look at the tachograph, if you can see that, and that will say I've had 37 minutes rest. If I click down, full day drive time, just put my hand up there so you can see it. Various different pieces of information, how much drive time I've had, which is all connected to the tachograph unit, which I showed before, which is up here, and it's there to stop me breaking the lure. Over here we got lots of buttons for the cruise control. I can toggle the cruise control up and down. This is, you probably noticed there's no clutch pedal. Right, this is an automated manual. Okay, this is the gear shift. And as you see, like a car automatic rather, you've got reverse, neutral, auto, and manual. Right, so I can override the auto. I can go into manual mode, in which case I change gear with the most gentle touch. It's like playing PlayStation, changing 12 gears on a big lorry. You've got 12 speed, and 10% of the time I'll switch to manual and think that I can do a better job than the truck. Otherwise, the computer takes care of the gearbox. This means economy or power. Most of the time it's in economy. It's only when you're going up a very steep hill, fully loaded, that you're going to need that. Right, this is connected to this and the cruise control are connected to the exhaust brake. Okay, here, this device, it basically strangles the engine to slow it down. So at the moment it's in automatic, and as it sounds, as it appears, it's there to slow the truck down. It's not like the normal brakes. You can't do an emergency stop with this. Okay, this is just to slow you down. It's to stop you overheating the normal brakes. You can imagine with 44 tons with massive disc brakes and huge pads. There's a lot of heat generated when you put the brakes on. So this is when you get, especially going down a long hill, you will have this on to help slow you down. Right, when you're in automatic mode on the cruise control, okay, it will automatically select the right gear and the right setting for the engine exhaust brake to keep you at the speed you're going. So if you set the cruise control for 50 and you start going down a hill, the truck's going to want to pick up speed very quickly. It will automatically apply this if it's in auto mode. You can see up here it says A. This also can be, you can set this so you've got 1, 2, 3. These are the stages of exhaust brake, and I'll move that lever way down there. So you can do it manually as well, which sometimes you can do. Yeah, that's about it really. There's a few other things. There's a light, there's a switch up here for beacons. If I have a beacon, this is for the big illuminated sign on the roof. There's more mirror controls that you can shake a stick at, because there's more mirrors, so I can adjust all of these smaller mirrors here. Not the front blind spot mirror and that mirror. I can't adjust those. Yeah, so I hope that tells people a little bit about driving a truck. Oh, as you see, you get a nice view as well. There you go.